Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the SEN podcast. Today, we have our first woman guest. Can you believe it? We actually got a woman on the SEN podcast. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Introducing a good friend of mine, an amazing cosplayer, Kurara Fox.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah,
It's lovely to be here.
Yeah, good to have you on.
Thank you for having me on. I really look forward to talking to you guys.
Okay, I guess we should get straight into the questions.
Hit me with them, let's go.
What are you known for?
So, I think that I'm best known for my cosplay, and maybe for my VTubing now, since that's gotten a bit bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. How long have you been a VTuber for?
I have been a VTuber for almost 2 years now.
Awesome.
So, what's your favorite part of being a VTuber?
I think my favorite part of being a VTuber is being able to be more of myself without having the pressure of people seeing me on camera. It's a lot more freeing, I find, especially with my career. It's easier to hide my face being a VTuber.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I know you still got your Instagram link tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my Instagram link doesn't bother me too much because I don't really mind if people know what I look like. It's just the freedom of having the anonymous aura on Twitch.
Yeah, I get that. That's why I'm a VTuber too. I used to be a face cam streamer, but I went to VTube.
Yeah, I did the same thing. So I was a face cam streamer for about 6 months, and then when my model got finished, I completely revamped my Twitch.
Very nice. Okay, so how long have you been cosplaying for? Because I believe you started at a pretty early age.
Yeah, so I've actually been cosplaying for 11 years now. I think my first cosplay was when I was, I'm gonna say 14. And it was, from memory, Sebastian from Black Butler.
Oh.
And it was terrible.
So what got you into like cosplaying in the first place?
So I got into cosplaying because I was obsessed at the time with like anime characters and how they looked, to the point where I even cut my hair with hime bangs to kind of look more like an anime character. And then I was scrolling through like anime hairstyles and a bunch of cosplayers came up. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they actually look like the characters. I want to do that. So I ended up I got my first cosplay for my birthday, and it was an oversized Sebastian Michaela suit. And I had to like pin it at the back to fit me properly. But yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. So I just like started learning how to do makeup, learning how to style wigs, and how to alter the clothes that I ordered in. And then yeah, it got me to creating my own cosplays and actually entering and winning a few competitions.
Oh, awesome.
So what was the first competition you won?
Oh, I've actually got the certificate facing me right now. It was Best Group for Supernova 2018.
Damn.
That was the first competition I won, and we did a dance to The Miraculous Miss Pumpkin by Hatsune Miku.
Nice. So, it's been 11 years.
Yeah.
So your passion
very
for
long
like,
time.
your passion and determination for cosplay must be pretty strong. What keeps you going?
I like the idea of being someone else for a little bit. Like, anyone out there who's an adult can relate to the fact that we work, we earn money, we pay bills, and it's kind of like rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
So having the time in your day to just be someone else for a bit and kind of revisit that childlike wonder of being a fictional character, or like dressing up and just having fun with people, is what has kept me in the industry for so long.
Yeah, that's all really good. So can I ask who's your favorite cosplayer? Or is that like a Controversial question.
It's not very controversial. It's not very controversial at all. My favorite cosplayer would be Reika.
Reika, yeah.
So I found Reika through Tumblr back in the day.
Oh, you're a Tumblr girly?
I am a Tumblr girly. And I found one of the Itano Prince Sama cosplayers of my favorite character, Ichinose Tokia, who's actually my husbando. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, brain rot. I'm gonna be obsessed with this person from now on. And when I went to Japan and actually did a guest spot in Kyoto, I had the privilege of meeting Reika. And while it was only brief because I had so many nerves like bubbling up, it was one of the best interactions I've ever had with another cosplayer.
That's amazing.
They're actually really, really nice in person.
So how long does the average cosplay take to make, would you reckon?
Oh, that's a dilly of a question, that one. It depends really on what I'm trying to make. So recently I did a Venusaur cosplay and that took me just over 2 weeks to complete, working from like 8 in the morning till 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, damn.
So that took a while, but roughly, depending on what I'm making, so my Iron Mouse V3 cosplay, that took me 6 months, but I was working on that on and off. So I'd like work for an hour or two on a weekend and then I'd like pick it up during the week. But it really depends on the detail that's going to go into it and how much you want it to accurately represent that character.
Okay, so out of all your cosplays, which one did you struggle the most to make?
Ooh. I'm gonna say Iron Mouse V3. There were so many different elements in that cosplay that made it really, really difficult to kind of comprehend how it all went together. So she had the vinyl jacket, she had a set of wings that went up and over the jacket. She also had a circle skirt, but it was made out of 2 different skirts, so I had to make 2 different skirts and then cut them in half and join them together. Which I stuffed up the first time and had to go back and make another pink ruffle skirt. So I think she was the most difficult, just based on detail.
Yeah, it's a pretty good cosplay. Is that the one that you won Smash with last year?
It sure is.
Yeah.
So I got my feedback for that, and I won due to the attention to detail. So I had actual chains that I had made, like jewelry smithing, to attach to the cosplay. I 3D printed all the little individual details and decorations for both mine and my Boobies cosplay jacket. So a lot of the silversmithing and everything I actually did myself.
It's crazy how many skills you need to learn for cosplay.
I like to think that I could do it pretty much anything anyone gave me. Like, it's pretty much a jack of all trades thing, cosplaying, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's you're gonna get an engineering degree to upgrade your cosplay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I reckon I could build a plane with my cosplay skills.
Yeah.
So which is your favorite cosplay that you've made?
That I've made?
Yeah.
I think it would have to be the very first cosplay I made because I still actually have it.
Oh.
Wow.
It doesn't fit me anymore because again, I was, what, 2018, I would have been...
4'11".
17?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been just almost 18. 17 turning 18. So, a lot has changed in that time. So, unfortunately, the cosplay no longer fits me. But it was the first thing that I actually pushed myself to make from scratch. So, the entire dress is hand patterned. The hood actually has LED lights that run through it and turn on. And the battery pack was attached to a pocket inside the dress.
Oh, damn.
And that was a set of 3 costumes that I made in the span of about 3 months.
Wow. Cosplayers have determination. You're literally working a 9 to 5, except for 3, most of the cases.
Working 9 till 5, and then 6 till 12. It just never ends. When you like plan a cosplay, you don't actually take into consideration the time you spend working on it. Like, it feels like a fever dream half the time when I'm getting something done.
Well, whatever you're on, give me some of that.
You think I want to share?
All those
I
people.
need that.
Yeah.
I need it.
ADHD is hell of a drug.
Leave me and my hyperfixations alone.
So, altogether, how many cosplays have you done?
Oh, I can confidently say over 50.
Jesus.
I don't have an exact number, but I reckon I can confidently say over 50. I definitely own more than 50 cosplays at the moment.
Own more than 50.
Yeah.
I thought you
I've
would
got
have
about-
kicked some away, or...
No, I still have all of my cosplays.
Where do you keep them?
I forget that I have them because I go into storage boxes and then I find them years later. But I have recently given away a few.
Yes.
So I like to trade my cosplays with other people.
So... You are known for something. What are you known for, Kurara?
Oh no. Is this going where I think it's going?
Oh no, it's good.
It's good?
It's a good thing. You're known as the Australian Iron Mouse.
Oh yes, I just thought you were gonna say the Ada Ada Queen. I'm like, oh no.
The what?
Oh no. Alright, so just to give you some context, I do a very good Ada Ada impression.
You want to
Give
give
us
us
it.
a sample? Yeah, we still at the same time.
You're lucky. You're lucky. Alright. So when I do my Ada Ada, it completely changes my voice and like I change my whole personality when I say it. So I can go from me just being like, hey guys, to Ada Ada.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That was good?
Yeah.
We've got some silence on the other mic.
I think Steven just blew his mind.
You're welcome. But yes, I think for a while I was known as Australia's Iron Mouse due to the fact that when Trash Taste came to Australia after COVID hit, I actually met Sea-Dog dressed as Iron Mouse. So it caused a bit of a stir within the con that day, and I don't think I actually was able to move more than a few meters at a time before getting stopped for a photo.
Oh.
Like, it was actually pretty intense.
I'm pretty sure your post got shared on Twitter too.
Yeah, so Iron Mouse actually retweeted the photo that I posted. Which was kind of crazy, and I ended up sitting in my hotel room and crying.
Oh, you're gonna have to explain to Steven who Iron Mouse is.
Iron Mouse is a Latino VTuber, a part of the VShojo family.
Oh yeah.
So she became really, really big over COVID, and she streams a lot of variety stuff and a lot of indie games. She streams a lot with Sea-Dog VA from Trash Taste as well.
Yeah.
She also has an immune deficiency issue. So she started streaming just due to being locked away from the world and wanting to make connections with people.
All right.
So I kind of looked to her as an idol, as someone who struggled with a bit of social anxiety throughout my life.
I think Iron Mouse is the most followed VTuber on Twitch.
I believe so, yes. So she's over 1 million followers now, I believe.
Yeah, Iron Mouse is crazy big, and she's a really great streamer too. Brings
Yeah, she's
entertainment.
just incredible to watch. Like, you can have her on in the background and you don't actually need to know what she's streaming for her to be funny. Like, I'll listen to her when I clean my house, or I will listen to her while I'm driving. Or... She's just good to listen to, and she makes really, really good music.
Yeah. Okay, here's a question that's been on my mind for the last week. What's the most weirdest or creepiest experience you've had by cosplaying?
Oh, I have the perfect answer to this one. So, we all know that idols have to wear like safety shorts under their dresses, yeah, in order to stop like people from looking up their dress if they move or if the skirt blows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I performed as Nika Yazawa at Oz Comic Con in 2018, I forgot to put my safety shorts on under my dress.
Oh no.
And at the Brisbane Convention Centre, we have the vents that you can stand on. They make your dress kind of do the Marilyn Monroe effect. And I was like, yeah, I'd take a photo on the vent. Like, it would be cool, it would be cute. Only to realise as I stood onto the vent that I didn't have my safety shorts on. And then when I stood on the vent, I looked, and they're like a convention of Japanese businessmen came down the escalator at the time I stood onto the vent. And in that moment, I realized my mistake when most of them had pulled out their phones
Oh no.
and had started walking over towards me. To the point where I ended up getting a photo with like 15 guys dressed as Nico. So yeah, that's my my creepiest or like cringiest cosplay story, because it has always reminded me that I need to put safety shorts on underneath my petticoats and my dresses.
Oh my gosh, that would have been I would have been so red in that situation.
Yeah, I had to go on stage in like 20 minutes after that as well. So that was a great nerve tonic, I guess. Like, you can't get any worse than flashing, right?
Oh my gosh. So, about WCS, will you ever
Yes.
plan to enter?
I am planning to enter next year.
Oh.
I am currently working on the costumes and the set design and the script and everything with my WCS partner, Benny.
How would you describe Benny?
Me in a male body. He is like a husky. He's definitely like the puppy boy,
The puppy boy, yeah.
but in a good way. Like, he's adorable. You just want to protect him, you know, but also he's fine on his own.
Mm.
That's the best way I can describe Benny.
So how do you see the future of cosplay, especially in Australia?
Ooh. I think in Australia the cosplay community has a lot of potential to be more than what it is. Especially in Queensland with the amount of cons that we're starting to get popping up all over the place. For me personally, I would like to see a lot more variety in the type of cosplay content that we consume. However, I think that there is also a lot of room for new and emerging things to come out of Queensland. So, especially with the High Festival tour and like the collector's market popping up and all that other kind of stuff that we're getting given now, because Queensland has always been the state that never really got the cons that the rest of Australia got.
Yeah.
So I think now there's a lot more opportunity for people to get noticed and to kind of grow their following on Instagram, on Twitch, on Twitter, all those kind of things. And it's just going to be a lot easier, you know?
Mm.
Like, there's a lot more opportunities popping up, which is really, really good to see, especially for the younger cosplayers who want to try and make something of themselves. It's good to see that they now get that opportunity as well.
Yeah, aside for how the Queensland cosplay scene will pop up, maybe
Sorry?
I'm excited for how the
Yeah.
Queensland.
My headphones just dropped out. I'm sorry.
Alright. But
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be good. It's going to be good to see where Queensland can take the con scene.
I'm just wondering, like, are you excited for WCS this year?
Actually, there's a few people who are entering when I'm really curious to see how they go. And I'm really curious to see where people place just based on skill set. Like, I know that there is a lot of, I wouldn't say lower level skill cosplayers, but more people who don't openly show the skills that they have, but they can do it. So like, you see a lot of people who don't actively post their work in progresses, they don't actively go out of their way to be like, this is what I can create. But lately I've been looking at a few of the entrants and looking at what they are creating, and I'm like, this is going to be a really good WCS this year. Like, there is a lot of talent coming out of the woodwork and entering this competition that I am very excited to watch it.
Oh, me too, yeah. I got so many friends this year. You can't...
Yeah.
I know, like, you can't support everyone there. Like...
There's so many people entering, and I'm like, I don't know who to cheer for.
Oh my god.
I want everyone to win. Can't everyone just win and like go on a group Japan trip? Like, is that an option?
I think this might be the tightest year yet though for WCS.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not in it this year. I'm definitely glad I'm not competing this year.
Ooh. So many cosplay questions though.
Hit me with them. We got time.
What's your favorite material to work with then?
Ooh. For mock-ups, I love using poplin because it's really cheap and you can get a good idea of what the finished product's going to look like before you cut into your good material. But I really, as much as people are going to hate this, I love working with satin.
What exactly is satin?
Satin.
Oh, satin. What?
So satin just looks really good in everything. Like, there's different colors. You can cut it different ways to change the texture of it. You can get embossed satin. You can get images printed onto it. There's so much that you can do with it, but it is just a bit of a pain to sew.
Oh, okay. Talking about sewing and that, where do you recommend people to start when they first get into cosplay?
Maybe start with basic things like making shirts and dresses. Pants are one of the hardest things to make, so unless you're really good at reading patterns straight off the bat, maybe steer clear of those for a while. But in saying that too, there's nothing wrong with modifying a pair of bought pants to match your cosplay. When I first started, I didn't actually use patterns. I kind of just took a shirt out of my drawer and drew around it and went, yeah, that'll work. It didn't work. The shirt ended up being like something a 2D character will wear, not someone who's 3D. So it just didn't fit, or you couldn't get it, you get your arms through it, or it was really annoying. But definitely starting with like your simple shapes and your simple patterns. It's going to help you a lot long term and give you the practice that you need.
That's really good. Steven, have you ever cosplayed?
No, I haven't. I've always wanted to, but like,
Just
you know,
do it.
Like
Just do it.
prepping and like making stuff. I don't think I'm a very creative person.
You don't have to make it to be a cosplayer.
Like, I don't want to go out of my way and then it's gonna look like really dodgy. I'm gonna be so disappointed with myself.
As I always say to people starting out, it's gonna look dodgy when you start. It's not gonna be perfect when you start, but the important thing is that you just do it. Because once you've done it a few times, then you'll start to see like improvements.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, think about my first cosplay.
Do it.
It's like
Join
a
me.
tattoo. It's like a tattoo. You have to get your first tattoo first before you start popping off from tattoos. But you
It
have to
definitely is. Because it takes you so long to decide what you want to do first, and then once you've done one, it's like, oh, I can do all these now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Also, I don't even know what I'll, cosplay as or try to make first. So
Yeah, just cosplay
Again.
Ruben.
Nothing can be more dodgy than my Sebastian cosplay.
Gosh.
That was an interesting time in my life. I don't even think I wore makeup with that cosplay. I definitely had an unstyled wig and thought I looked amazing.
To be that young again.
I know, right? To be that young and innocent, now I look at everything, I'm like, how am I gonna style this? Do I have the right eyeliner for this?
Gosh. Yeah, I'm just thinking about cosplay now. Like, do we know where it started?
So cosplay is basically a shortened form of the word costume play, and I believe it derived from like early 60s in Japan. I know some of the first cosplayers were actually JoJo cosplayers.
JoJo.
Yeah, JoJo's been
Oh,
around for a lot longer than you think it has been. Like, I'm pretty sure it started in like 1974.
1974.
Yeah, it's an old anime.
Damn.
Hold on. I typed in JoJo, but I got JoJo Siwa instead. I got JoJo Siwa.
Not JoJo Siwa.
What's going on with her?
Oh, I don't know. Alright, so Phantom Blood Part 1 was released in 1987 and it ran till 1988.
Oh damn.
Battle Tendency ran from 1988 to 1989. Stardust Crusaders ran from 1989 to 1992. Diamond is Unbreakable went from 1992 to 1995. Golden Wind went from 1995 to 1999. Stone Ocean went from 1999 to 2003. Steel Ball Run came out in 2004 and ran until 2011. JoJolion ran from 2011 to 2021, and the current one is running the JoJo Lands, and that's 2023 to present.
It's a lot of JoJo.
That is a lot of JoJo.
Yeah, you can't keep up with it.
I think I'm actually up to date with it, which is kind of sad, but also like very impressive.
My favorite totally not gay anime. Let's go.
Oh yeah, no, it's totally not gay. Not at all.
So what got you into anime at first then?
I grew up watching a lot of the Studio Ghibli movies. So my parents were very adamant on watching things from like overseas and broadening my horizons, as they would put it. So I think the first time I actually got into cosplay was when I was like 6. I think I did a Ponyo
Oh, Ponyo.
outfit for Halloween one year, now that I think about it. Which is funny because Ponyo is still my favorite movie.
Yeah, Ponyo's good.
But yeah, watching a lot of that growing up, having parents who were obsessed with Astro Boy and Sailor Moon as well.
Oh, I loved Astro Boy.
Astro Boy is the best. Like, that kind of just steered me towards watching it myself. I think my very first anime was actually Vampire Knight.
Or you. It shaped you forever.
And I was obsessed with Vampire Knight to the point where I think I had like this massive poster that went across half my bedroom ceiling.
How big was this post?
Oh, it was huge. It was like one of those cloth posters that you could get from a con. And my dad had like stapled it to my ceiling for me.
Imagine waking up just sitting there.
Yeah, it was just like Yuki, Kaname, and Zero just like intertwining on my ceiling. I'm like, yep. I was like 13. That's cool. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I started watching it and I'm like, yeah, I want more of this. So I went around, I found Blue Exorcist, I found Black Butler, I found, what's it called? Hellsing. Like a lot of the older animes I started watching through. Code Geass was another one of them. Alchemist. Just kind of going through like all the old classical animes from the early 2000s.
Yeah, all the OGs.
Yeah, the OGs. And then it just kind of snowballed into something that I just watched. So now like anime has always just been a part of my life. Like I've got a figure collection, I've got cosplays, I've got like keychains and stickers, and yeah, it's a part of me now, and I just don't ever see myself getting out of it.
There's also something else you know for Pokemon.
Oh, my Pokemon addiction runs deep.
How many of the games have you played?
I have played all of them.
Oh, damn.
I have been a Pokemon fan for 24 strong years.
Yeah.
My very first game was Pokemon Leaf Green on the Game Boy Advance.
Nice.
And then I got Pokemon Red, and I played that on my Game Boy Advance. And then it just kind of snowballed from there. One of my first tattoos was actually Bulbasaur and Mimikyu, so...
Oh!
And then now it's snowballed and I've got Esper and Snom as well.
Yeah, those are like some of the newer ones, I think.
They're more of like the unloved babies, I like to think of them as.
Damn.
Like, I love Esper because of his like lead paint stare. And I love Snom because it's just a snow caterpillar. Like, what's there not to love?
True that. My favorite Pokemon's actually Bayleaf.
Bayleaf, that is a solid choice.
You know,
My overall like favorite Pokemon though is my boy Bulbasaur. My very first Pokemon that I picked. I loved him in the anime, like the very first season of Pokemon. Ash's Bulbasaur was so sassy.
yeah.
And I love him. I love Bulbasaur. Such a good little lad.
Yeah, I've always just picked Charmander.
Oh, so you're basic.
I just liked fire. I think I'm a pyro.
No, Charmander is a solid choice though.
I guess I'm
It's
Squirtle
funny.
then.
It is funny though, 'cause I find a lot of like girls in my generation and around my age group, if they did pick a Pokemon, they all picked Squirtle. Because they're like, it's like a little turtle, it's a little water turtle, and I'm like, yeah, but mine's like a leaf frog, so what's there not to love? So it's really interesting. You can tell a lot about a person by their very first Pokemon starter.
That's true. Are you a Piplup girl too?
No, I'm actually a Turtwig girl. Torterra, are you kidding me? A turtle that can literally move continents? I am rocking up to a battle with that. No one will mess with me.
Yeah, I was in Empoleon.
Empoleon is still a solid choice though. I couldn't get behind like Chimchar and Infernape.
Oh, I started a trend of fire fighting types, so...
I'm more of like a grass ghost psychic type trainer, if I was to put a name to it. Because most of the Pokemon I do like are grass types. Like Leafeon's my favorite evolution, Bulbasaur's my favorite starter. I love Vileplume.
Oh yeah, Vileplume.
Again, it's just a big leaf. It's great. I also really like the stupid Pokemon, like the Klefki, the set of keys.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Or Poltergeist, which is just a flying teapot. Like, what's there not to love when they're like animate objects, right?
Oh, the ice cream one, yeah.
Vanillux.
Yeah. What a
Yeah.
great Pokemon.
Oh, it's fantastic. I love it. Like, Blink, the gears.
So you just pick grass starters for almost every generation, right?
Pretty much, except for Johto.
That makes sense. Chicory sucks in Johto. Right.
Yeah, I think I picked Cyndaquil for Johto.
Yeah, Cyndaquil's cute.
I'm trying to think now who I picked in each generation. I think it was Bulbasaur, Cyndaquil, Trico, Turtwig, Oshawott, Rowlet. Oh, what came after that generation? Sobble and Sprigatito.
Oh, I picked the
I don't
duck.
think I've...
I picked
Quaxly?
Yeah.
Quaxly's just a Johto duck.
Love Quaxly.
He has a pompadour.
Okay.
Just a Johto duck.
So have you ever cosplayed Hatsune Miku?
I have cosplayed 3 different types of Hatsune Miku. I have done normal Hatsune Miku, I have done Halloween Hatsune Miku with the big pumpkin skirt, and I have done Sakura Miku, but I hated my Sakura Miku because I'm too pale to wear light pink. It all kind of blends into one big blur of just paleness, and it's awful.
I swear you can't go to any combats in a Hatsune Miku.
Yeah.
I'll just blend into the con walls.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I did her once to a con, but it wasn't very comfortable because the wig kept getting tangled. And with long wigs like that, you've got to brush them from the bottom, so I kept sitting there brushing out my wig, and it was so annoying.
Yeah.
Has anyone tried to like hit on you at a con?
Once or twice, but I'm pretty oblivious to that, so I don't actually realize that they're doing it until my friends are like, they were hitting on you. Like, if people are being nice to me, I'm just like, oh, nice person! Just oblivious to any intentions, so...
Okay, so if you had to prepare a bag for a con, what would you bring?
I kind of pack my bag on the morning, if I'm being honest.
That sounds like you.
So, I normally carry one of my Pokemon backpacks with me. So I've got 2 types of Bulbasaur backpacks. I normally take the one with the big front pocket, and the front pocket holds my lip balm, my eye drops, lash glue, and contact case. And then the big pocket has my phone, my wallet, like a water bottle, and maybe a snack, because I'm always eating, I'm always hungry. And I think that's about it, because I mostly like will buy food when I'm at the con, or I'll buy coffee when I'm at the con, but I always have a water bottle with me. That's a big necessity.
Yeah.
Because cosplay gets hot, man.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And depending, if you pick something that's not actually appropriate to the weather, especially up here in Queensland, you're gonna have a rough time.
Yeah, Queensland cosplays be struggling.
Yeah.
Oh,
boy.
High Fest last year? That was a stinker. That was a
Oh,
hot...
that was awful. I was in my Iron Mouse cosplay for that too, and I'm pretty sure like my sweat ruined the EVA foam that my wings were attached to. It was so gross.
It was like 37 that day, I think.
Yeah, and the aircon in the cosplay like hall was struggling
Oh man.
because everyone was just crowded in there because it was the only place with air conditioning. It was actually like traumatic. It was fun, but traumatic.
Oh my god. So is there a con that you wouldn't attend again, or do you not have a list like that?
I don't really have a list like that. It's more if I'm feeling up to it for the weekend, because I do work full time. So especially now that I've started working properly, it's like, how many days can I go without getting cranky?
We mean keep your snack supply top.
As long as there's chocolate in there, I'm very happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I did my first 2-day con in April this year for 3 years. I don't think I've ever done a 2-day con in 3 years, apart from Smash, because obviously I'm flying down to Sydney for that one. Yeah, I think I only go on the Saturdays mostly now.
Yeah, we're too old.
Yeah, too old. I'm gonna have to start cosplaying every old lady character.
Oh, you can do what's her name? Sophia from How's Moving Castle.
Yeah,
I was about
I
to
could
say
do
that.
one of the old women characters from One Piece, I could do them too.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember what their names are, but Hitoki no Rotetsu as well. Hozuki's cool-headedness. There's a old lady in there called the Hag, and she walks around in like a dressing gown and slippers. I could do her. That sounds actually like a really comfy cosplay.
So what's the most impressive cosplay you ever seen?
Oh, a while ago there was an Urza cosplayer going around from Fairy Tail. And it was Heaven Wheels Urza. And she had all the swords actually attached to a rotary motor, and it actually like turned.
Oh, that's crazy.
So the swords turned around her, and she actually won the competition that she entered over in the States. And it was just really impressive, like the attention to detail in the armor. You could see all the rivets where she had like dug holes in the foam to make it look like it had battle damage. Like it was intense. And I think in her interview it took her like 1.5 years to make.
Damn.
Okay, that's
I think
commitment.
anything that takes over 1 year is just the dedication alone. As someone who like struggles with my ADHD, that's dedication. I wouldn't put 1 year into a costume. I take like a 2-day break and forget it exists and be like, oh, look at this.
It's still insane though that you're on 50 cosplay.
Yeah, when I think about it and think about all the money that I've spent on it, I'm like, ooh. But also, like, it's a hobby that I enjoy, so I don't really mind spending the money on it.
So where do you see yourself in the future with cosplay? Is there any like really big projects that you can talk about that you want to do eventually, like a dream cosplay?
Project-wise, I don't think I'll be making anything this year, just because I really want to revamp my Venusaur and re-enter it at the end of the year. Definitely want to remake the core set on that one. It can be better than what I made it originally. In terms of big projects, I think WCS is taking up a lot of my time just in the planning and gathering of materials, because I really want to make it perfect. I would like to make another Iron Mouse cosplay.
Iron Mouse people.
No, her Yokai Hunter outfit. With the like little kimono.
Oh.
And the katana. I'd love to make that one. I would also like to make her Twisted Wonderland outfit. Because her little braids are just adorable. So I definitely think that there's more Iron Mouse on the horizon. It's just finding the materials in Queensland to do it. I'm gonna have to source some from overseas, I think.
Yeah, Spotlight and it.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of my shopping at Tradway, actually.
Tradway, I don't think I've heard of it.
Yeah, Tradway is down in Yatla. So it's in between Logan and the Gold Coast. And they do a lot of like bulk fabrics. So you can get everything relatively cheaper than what you would at Spotlight. And there's a lot more variety in the patterns and the style of fabric as well.
Yeah, that's great.
And it's so cheap. Like the skirt that I made for my Venusaur, I bought the entire roll of that light green fabric and it cost me $50 for 9
Damn.
meters.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Pricing, yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really good value for money, and the people who run it are like a little family. So it's a family-owned business, and like you're supporting someone else, and you're getting, as we say in Australia, bang for your buck.
Maybe not.
That's it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think, like,
Ask away. I'm happy to answer any questions you have.
yeah. You're known for more than cosplay though, right? Besides streaming. Yeah.
I did some idol stuff back in the day. I was a Love Live cover idol. And I did that for about a year and a half. Until I had my accident. So I tore one of the tendons in my right leg.
Oh.
And I haven't really been able to dance properly since, so I retired from the idol community.
Yeah.
So that was not a fun time. It was a really, really low time in my life, especially considering I really enjoyed it. I liked being part of a group. I liked creating something that people enjoyed, but wasn't meant to be. And by moving forward from the idol community, I was able to start crafting my own cosplays and kind of like building a path for myself.
Yeah. It's like mysterious how things can just happen. It can lead to other things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you say to young cosplayers nowadays, like your teenagers who are just getting into it? What's some motivational words you can say?
Motivational words from a veteran cosplayer. Make mistakes. That's my best advice. Make the mistakes because you're only gonna learn from them. If you cut that wig wrong and have to buy another one, then you know not to cut the wig that way again. If you are sewing and you break a needle on your sewing machine, it's not the end of the world. Just make sure that you don't get it in your eye. Try things, even if you're uncomfortable with doing them. Like, I never thought in my wildest dreams that I could have made the wings that I made for Ironmouth, but I did it. So, try new things. You never know, you could surprise yourself.
Yeah, that's
That
really
is my
great.
advice.
That's great, Kurara. Damn. I think the young cosplayers are in good hands.
I think they'll be fine. They've got the internet, where we didn't really have a lot of YouTube growing up to teach us how to do things.
Yeah, times have definitely changed.
They have. And they're a lot better at makeup. Have you seen some of their makeup? It's actually insane. Like, I look at that and I'm like, how do you get your eyeliner to do that? I'm over here at 26 and I'm like, bro, I can't even get my eyeliner to wing like that.
Maybe I should start practicing more.
Can they give me some of their makeup skills, please?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, let's talk about the maid cafe.
Oh, no.
Okay, so me and Kurara, we went to a maid cafe together last week.
It was so fun, though.
It was fun, I had a fun time with you, but the food was bad.
Oh, do tell.
Hey, leave my uncooked rice out of this.
Oh no.
Okay, so... Oh, do you want to go?
Interesting experience. The cold chicken nuggets definitely did it for me.
Okay, so it was an onigiri, omi rice.
Omu rice, yeah.
Yeah, it was omi rice dish. So that's basically omelette or egg on top of rice.
Yeah, but the rice normally has like vegetables in it and is cooked in like a tomato broth, kind of give it a bit more flavor. And it was just plain rice.
Oh.
Okay, so everything on the dish was cold, like fridge cold.
Yeah, like they had stored it at room temperature for 30 minutes before we got there.
Oh man.
Like, the venue was a lot better than the last one. I definitely... I think I kind of would have preferred to do the dessert. Because at least then you're expecting your cake to be cold, you know?
Yeah, I thought we were going to have the experience of a lifetime, you know? With the,
I didn't eat breakfast that day because I was keen for food, but I didn't end up eating it and I got Macca's on the way home, so...
Yeah.
It's fine.
My stomach
The coffee was good.
Oh, the coffee was good, yes.
Until I got to the syrup at the bottom.
The diabetes in the cup.
Half my cup was filled with just taro syrup.
Magical.
Like, it was undrinkable. Even though I tried.
They kind of like the katsu chicken, but everything else, I was like, no.
Oh no, the katsu chicken slapped.
Yeah, it had a good seasoning to it.
The katsu chicken was amazing. I don't think even KFC could have done chicken that good.
Just too bad about the rest of the dish.
Yeah, listen, that was an experience, and I don't think I'll ever get that hour back in my life.
Oh my gosh, the salad though. It had like this disgusting dressing on it. I think like a vinegar.
Oh, the vinaigrette?
Yeah.
I definitely think we should have done the dessert.
I think so too.
Because yeah, at least a cake and a coffee sounds like a great afternoon adventure.
That would have been good actually. I just really want to try Omni Rice because I didn't get to do that expedition they did in Brisbane.
Yeah.
Where I got that chef in.
Oh, I did that. It was really, really good, and she was so cute. She came over and she's just like, "Oh, this is my dish." I'm like, "Thank you." I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
Then I had like a broken conversation with her in Japanese, so that was really fun.
Yeah. I just wanted to experience Omni Rice. I've never been to Japan before. I admit though, I did like the venue. I like the layout of the venue.
Yeah, the organization was a lot better. Like, I knew what I needed to do. I wasn't left kind of confused. I think in that like setting though, the maids did the best because it is awkward being a maid. Like, I've been a maid twice and you don't know what to talk about half the time because if you don't know the person, it just gets really awkward.
Yeah, I felt that, unfortunately.
But the maids that we had, they were really, really good.
Oh, they didn't really talk to me though. I know they were talking to you, but...
Yeah, I think, as much as I hate to say this, my, like, name precedes me.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen before we got there.
Yeah, so people tend to talk to me a lot more when they figure out who I am because of my, like, connections and stuff.
Yeah.
Especially with, the Baby Beard tour coming up.
I'm excited for that.
I'm excited for that too.
I got my
Very
VIP
excited
ticket.
to put my stage presence to good use on that night. Even though I found out one of the students that I teach is going and she got VIP tickets, but you know what? It's fine. I'm just gonna be myself and smile about it.
No, that'll be a little bit awkward, but...
She's in my Japanese class, so it's not really awkward.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's interesting to know that they're going to be in the same venue as me, and I'm like, I'm not going to be in my professional Kurara mode. It's like, you don't perceive me, you don't know who I am. You never speak of this to anyone.
Oh yeah.
I reckon it's going to be fun though.
It will be fun.
Like, with the amount of tickets that we've sold, and the amount of hype that's surrounding this, especially now that we've got Amy's, like,
yeah.
I'm excited to see where this goes.
Yeah, we talked about Amy's before on the podcast.
Amy's slap. They're so good.
Yeah.
Like the music
Everyone.
that they're coming out with at the moment is just so good.
Oh, happy hour drops soon.
I'm aware. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm going to the bar event.
Ah,
Oh,
I wanted to go, but I can't make it.
that's unfortunate.
You'll have to try Kate's margarita for me. I love margaritas.
Unfortunately, I'm allergic to citrus, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's like the only one I can't try.
Alright, can you try... Is it Pengi?
Yeah, Pengi.
Yeah, can you try her drink?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the peach one, yeah.
Try that one for me.
Oh yeah, I get to be an alcoholic for another night. And I won't be driving because that's irresponsible.
You better not be.
Wow. That was a great thought, though, bro.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on the podcast. I really enjoyed talking to you guys. It was interesting to like reflect on how far I've come cosplaying. And I don't know, it feels kind of relieving to talk about my experiences and stuff. Because I feel like I don't talk about them enough.
Okay, one final question. How many years do you think you got left in cosplay?
Oh. See, the original plan was I was going to retire when I hit 30.
Mhm.
But 30 is only 4 years away. And honestly, with how I'm going right now, I think I've got at least another 10-15 years in me.
Oh.
Like, I think I'll move my retirement age up to like 45.
Hell yeah.
Because yeah, I don't see me stopping anytime soon. Especially with the skills that I have now.
Many years' work come to one thing.
Yeah. And like, with WCS on the horizon, like, I'm keen to get in and do more high-level comps.
Alright. Is there any promotion you'd like to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'll do a quick little spiel if that's okay.
No problem.
Alright. Hi guys, I'm Kurara Fox. You can follow me on Instagram or at KuraraVT on Twitch. Please come and support me and join my little Fox family. How was that?
Yeah. I'll link your socials on.
Thank
down
you
below.
so much. And if you're listening live or straight after this is uploaded, come join me on stream later.
Unfortunately, it won't be uploaded until tomorrow, but
That's okay. Come join me on stream whenever. I'm mostly on Wednesday nights and Friday nights. Australian Eastern Standard Time, around 6 p.m.
Alright.
Noted.
Okay.
I'm a little chaotic though, so if you can handle the chaos, you're more than welcome to join.
Oh yeah, it gets out of hand sometimes.
What do you mean it gets out of hand? It's always within the hand.
Okay, everyone, and make sure to make short jokes when you see Kurara.
How dare you?
No way she's shorter than me, right?
I want to make a bet.
Alright.
Are you that short? There's no way.
I'm pretty short.
What's your height then? What's your height?
You tell me yours first.
I'm 5'4".
I am shorter than you by 1 inch.
Really?
No,
I'm
she's
5'3".
5'1". She's lying. She's 5'1".
I wear a lot of high shoes.
She's
With high
5'3".
shoes.
She's 5'3" with heels on.
I'm 5'3" with my Skechers on.
Alright. Well,
Oh.
thank you for coming on.
Thank you
Thanks,
for
Kurara.
having me. I've had a lot of fun. I'll definitely have to come back. I'm gonna force you to have me back on.
Great. You'll be our second repeating guest then.
Yes.
I like the sound of that.
Alright. This has been the SEN Podcast. Signing out.
Peace, everyone.